What's going on? John Sanders here with Limitless Hoops. Thanks for joining us. I just read through this little quote. I wish I could just throw it up on the screen, but I didn't pull it up fast enough. My bad. But it says, high school season parents say, I want my 15-year-old on varsity playing against 18-year-olds. It's fair. And then it says, AAU season parents, I don't want my 15-year-old playing against 16-year-olds. It's not fair. That is the way it is. That's the way that it's always been. And I've always found that hilarious. It's like you want your kid or you want yourself to be playing at like a high level of basketball, but you don't want to play against high-level players when it matters. All right? Look, it's either one or the other. All right? Either you can play against better players or you cannot. All right, that's how I see it. And when it comes down to like younger kids, you get them in sixth grade playing against maybe a seventh grader on the other team, and they complain, possibly. It happens, right? Because literally it's impossible to check everyone's birth certificates. I mean, we can make them do DNA scans, something like that, but they can just fake a birth certificate these days. Come on, chat GPT, right? So when you play against someone who's playing up, imagine this player. Imagine yourself being a seventh grader. Would you play down to sixth grade and lie about it? Okay, obviously you would say no, I wouldn't. But what kind of player would? Would it be a player who's very good or a player who's not that good? Probably a player that's not very good for his age. All right, so what that means is if you're a sixth grader arguing about a bad seventh grader, you're not going to be good. But even if he is good, how good is he? How good is he? Is he as good as an eighth grader, ninth grader? Is he that good playing down an extra year? All right, I would probably guess not. But even if he was, I say thank him. Thank him for driving his butt down there to play you. All right? I mean, come on. He put his kids in daycare and he came down to play against your sixth grade team. Thank the man. All right, with his beard. Say thank you, sir, for teaching us a lesson, because you should want to get better. Because when it comes down to playing in high school, now you're going to be on the freshman team. Are cut, and you're gonna be like, I should have been on the JV team. I should have. It's like, no, you're the player who couldn't play up when it was easiest. All right. So I hate when people make that argument. What's up, Teo Trujillo? I hate when people make that argument where it's like they have older players than the other team. All right. I had to carry around my birth certificate, being a tall guy who was athletic, and and people would just guess. But usually the tall players are the worst players because they grew too early, especially in third and fourth grade. I mean, but you should want the challenge. And I've seen the team argue. I'm not going to say any names. I've seen the team argue, the Uptown Ballers. But they left me a bad review saying we played us against the 8th grade team and we were 6th grade and they won the game, and they still argued. So some people really don't want to play against better competition or even anywhere near the competition or anywhere something that might be daunting, and that's just how people are, and those people are reserved for the stands. I mean, those people should just sit down and just stop playing sports and let the rest of us play a high level of sports. But that is why I want to hire this level of basketball. And in terms of skill level in general, you'll find even the best players will struggle at learning new things. All right, there was a player by the name of Matthew Dellavedova, who I got the opportunity to see him work out a lot at St. Mary's, and he was in the NBA for years. He's still a great player, and I showed him something one day that our kids were doing. I was like, hey, Matty, can you do this? And it was dribble the ball with one hand side to side and throw the ball off the wall with the other one. And he went, and he tried it and he couldn't do it. And I was like, got him. I gave him something that he couldn't do, whatever, right? And then a few weeks later, this is during the season, I showed some kids that exact same thing. And this is during the college season. And I showed some kids that exact same drill, and they have seen Deli work out as well. And they were like, oh, that's the Deli drill. I was like, what? They're like, he's always doing that. I'm like, what? I showed him that. Deli went out there and was like, I can't do something. You show me something I couldn't do. He's never going to be dribbling the ball against a wall during a game. Yet he was like, screw that. I will learn how to do this. So much so that other kids saw him doing it and they called it the Deli drill. What's up, Kieran and Declan Lau? But there was a very good player who just showed up to our. He's a semi-pro guy. Showed up to one of our workouts, and I showed him a whole bunch of stuff he couldn't do. And there's an argument that says, well, maybe my stuff is old school. Maybe his stuff is this. And he's like a player who can like beat me one-on-one, okay? He's a good guy. And he went through the drills and he couldn't do like a lot of them. And I'm pretty sure if I like, said, hey, why couldn't you do those drills? Do you think that you should do those drills? I don't know how he would respond. I'm actually going to ask him one day. But he didn't come back to any more workouts where I have a lot more things to teach him. And that might be the difference between that guy and Matthew Dellavedova, where I could beat. Can anyone else hear John? Can you not hear me? Oh my God. Can you not hear me? Let me see something. All right. It says that you can hear me. Is your volume on? Let's see. I really hope. I said so many words. I really hope that you can hear me. Let's see. Performance mode. Properties. You should be able to hear me. Test audio. Nope. All right. Can anyone hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Just barely? You can hear me. You can hear me. Okay. I don't want to be talking for no reason. Just blah, 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 blah. That'd be crazy. Okay, turn your volume up. Maybe get the wax out your ears, Kieran. Okay. I think we're good to go. But let me see. Is there a way to turn it up? No, I think it's already blasting. It's blasting. All right. Well, anyways, Bluetooth wasn't connected. So, okay. Man, I said so many words. I was so afraid that no one heard me. I once did an entire show without the volume on, and I felt like such an idiot. Anyways, all right. Back to what I was saying, though, is that it's a possibility that guy didn't know or doesn't need to know what I had to teach him. All right. But he's not a pro right now. He wants to be a pro. All right. I was a pro, and Matthew Dellavedova is still a pro, and I could beat Matthew Dellavedova one-on-one, and I can't beat this guy one-on-one. So that tells you he's pretty good. Or it also tells you I'm getting old, but still he's pretty good. Why isn't he playing overseas? Do you think that has anything to do with the fact that I showed him something that he didn't know how to do, and he didn't care to obsess about it and learn it? Whereas I showed Matthew Dellavedova something he couldn't do, and he went crazy trying to learn it. I think that your willingness to learn something that you don't know is the impetus of like you becoming great, or are you not becoming great? And we've had so many like good players that have come to this program who think, I know it all now. I know it all. Even before they even like come to like one workout. And I'm like, dude, I just showed you 3 things that you don't know. They're like, oh, I don't need to know those things. I just need to know what I know. Because I can do this, I can do that. And it's like, it's not about what you can do, it's about what you can't do. All right? So I've learned over the years that if we're going to get everyone to do this one thing, it's basically impossible. All right? And you're going to need so much more that is in place to do it, which is why I've basically paused the program. And I try to rebuild the program from scratch. And I know that we need a lot more people to make it happen. Now that we've built this entire, like, let's call it an aquarium, all right, now we just need to fill it with water. And in this case, fill it with kids. And I think that what we have built on paper is going to be an amazing thing, because it'll inspire everyone for once, to actually go out there and work hard and not be afraid to learn things that they don't know, that they don't currently know. So, yes, it is a daunting task, but we are doing it. Let's start by the quote of the day. Quote of the day is not that. I forgot to change that screen. Jeez Louise. All right, it's not this. Nope. Is it this? Yeah, that's it right there. The quote of the day is, success can't be forced. So with all that said, everything that I just said, no matter what, you can't force someone to be successful. You can't force someone to even do successful habits. All right? It can't be forced. As soon as you start forcing them, you start making them, that's when you get to the point where their passion won't be into it. So that's why a lot of your parents go ahead and fail, right? And that's also why the things that they don't let you just spell out, like school and things like that. That's why those things become like redundant and sad and boring. And I did love school, but my mom didn't really force me to do it. I like to do it a lot. But I wonder how many people out there are forced into doing a sport or a class or whatever, and they actually love it. I think that when you're forced, no matter how much you loved it in the beginning, it actually takes away from your passion. And in this particular sport, I think that passion it's a huge criteria. You're gonna need passion, like a lot of it, to become successful. All right. There's other things that if you want to be like an accountant, you probably don't need passion to do that, but you need the passion to do it well. All right. And I think that the things that you can't just skate by on, like, being like a doctor, you don't want to just be like an average doctor. The things that you have to be like pretty awesome at to even make it in that particular like line of career, like basketball, you're going to have to be extremely passionate. So if someone is forcing you to do it, that's a bad sign, man. It's a bad sign. So that's the quote of the day. Success can't be forced. Moving on to the itinerary today. All right, we have homework, pick and roll retreat to pass. Then we have jump stop to corner option, jab to 3-option jumper, shots to box outs, Lana's moves, and one-on-one post. I was just thinking about pick and roll retreat to pass because since we have Thursdays off, I want to go up to MLK and play with those guys. Not just because I saw Nikki play against Noah, but because I haven't played in so long and we're going to Houston. I said, dude, those guys are just as good as I am over there, if not better. And then Coach Nikki said, yeah, you're right about that. And I was like, excuse me? So now I got to go prove myself to these kids. But I was thinking, if I bring a pick and roll, they better double team. Don't allow me to get a mismatch and just switch. All right. So when they double team, who am I going to pass to? Well, I'm pretty slow now, but I am tall, so I would retreat to make a pass. All right. That would be my salvation in this thing. And I'll be like, after I make that pass, I would attack the basket too. And I'm already thinking about these things. It's funny. The game hasn't even started yet. All right. Even if we don't scrimmage, I have no idea. But I'm thinking about it. I'm visualizing it. You guys should try to do the same. You guys should try to see, like, how can they stop me? How can they stop me? And how can I beat them? And then you work on it, okay? Because that literally is the only way that they're going to be able to stop me, is to double team me. So I have to have it out for that right now. So that's the way that you should start thinking about things whenever you're coming up on games or situations like practices or things that you struggle at. Start to think about how you can turn it around to where you're working on the things that will make you succeed during the game. So that's the homework, because that's what we're doing on Friday. Again, Friday I will not be here. I will be in Houston. All right, so you guys will have, in the Broomfield area, you guys will have Zach and Randy. Over there in Aurora, you guys will have your people as well. But you guys are doing pick and roll, retreat to pass, jump stop to corner option, jab to 3-option jumper, shots to box outs, Lana's moves, and one-on-one posts. Look up those drills online. You can see people doing it in the homework section. Make sure that you practice that stuff so you can get ahead on it, so you have a chance to do it well in practice. As for the things today, we got favorite underdog, one-on-one, last second shots, weave rebound, athletic spin to reverse, pick and roll retreat, then beat, and then ball drop layup. The one that we don't have the video of is weave rebound, rebounding and being quick on your toes, and understanding like how the weave motion works, like getting behind them quickly, get there fast with your hands already up, and then jumping, be able to throw the ball up. Should be simple. If you're gonna make a shot off of a rebound, you should be able to throw a pass off the backboard. So the thing that we're asking you to do for this drill is actually easier than making the shot. But you guys struggle at even passing it. So yes, you will struggle at actually making the shot. So work on this particular weave rebound drill for the quickness of feet, for the improved rebounding skill, for the timing of your jumps, and for your shot making ability off of rebounds. It's a great drill. As for the rest of them, let's check those out right now. Favorite underdog, one-on-one. Watch it. Alright, so the underdog, who is Kieran's 4th grade self in this video against Connor. The favorite runs 10 sprints, while the underdog shoots shots from the elbow. Every shot that you make counts 1 point towards your score. The game is still 11. Right when he comes back, you guys play one-on-one, and the underdog has the ball first. There we go, that's after the 10th run. Check it up. that game, Kieran definitely won. Last second shot, sprinting in from half court. And you want to count down each and every single time. Count down to yourself, count down out loud. Shoot a 2, shoot a 3, shoot whatever you got to do off the dribble. But then we also have 3, 2, 1. Knock it down, Kieran! Got him! Alright, 3, 2, 1. Knock it down, Connor! Got him. Then we go off the catch. Dribble in, pass out. 3, 2, 1. Top, and he goes. Ready, set, go. Ready, set, and lap. There you go. 3, 2, 1. And again, this is what you should be doing in the last seconds of games anyway, okay? And the last one will be off the move. Off the move. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. I believe we're about to see a bad pass right here. If I remember correctly. I don't know. Oh, kind of a bad pass. But yes, those are the last second shots. 3 different ways to do that. Athletic spin to reverse. In and out, between the legs, spin to reverse. Outside hand, boom, boom, boom. Kieran could not do this one that day because he did not know how to do it. But yes, that's the in and out spin to reverse. Clutch in the air, layup. That pick and roll retreat, the beat. Retreat. The guy double teams you, cross, beat around the big guy. For your floater, swish. For your layup as well, you can do a floater or swing layup. Always don't forget to fish for that defense. Nice layup. Get back, cross, go. The speed at which you get back.
Talk about a good iron.
Talk about those.
Commercial.
Hey, $649. Wesley brought.
No commercials. No commercials. Try that again.
Here we go.
Seriously, YouTube. One more try, YouTube. I'm throwing out the window.
When you sign,
Well, forget it then. The last one was just the ball drop layup. The ball's up, you drop it, but you go foot fire and then you sprint to go get it. Come on, commercials. Who shows commercials? Seriously though, who would show commercial? Show commercials. What's going on, guys? Hey, here's the homework for the day. We got athletic spin to reverse. Told you it was right there. Pick and roll retreat to beat. Triple cross repeat by Hello. Then we got Taz doing it, doing his stuff. Nice job. Saw Taz doing some workouts this morning as well. Did he not have school today? Are you guys not in school ever? Is school not a thing anymore? Are you guys like done with that stuff? But either way, you're getting your homework done here. That's all that counts. All right, let's move on to the just to check in with all the different locations. I believe is a good one. All right, but in Aurora, we got I asked a few different schools if I could use their gym. They all basically said, "Nah, we don't know about August yet." I'm really focused on Aurora's for our tryout. But right now we have a whole bunch of we have the release of our schedules for not this weekend but the following weekend for our games. So our tournament games will be at MLK. We love Aurora. We want to spread in Aurora. All right, this is our sister place right now with the Rev Up guys. All right, so let's keep the momentum going there by not really worrying about the distance between the two locations. We play so many Broomfield days that it's cool to go down to Aurora. So we need to make it a thing and keep it a thing. And let's check our event calendar thing real quick. Where am I on the event calendar? What do we have coming up here soon? For you guys to sign up, if you click on View Events, we got the workouts today at Canyon Creek and at STEM. Then on Friday, we go Canyon Creek and Silver Hills. Then this weekend, you guys have these games right there. So make sure that you guys sign up for those 2 games, both on Sunday. All right, the 4th through 6th graders play, and the 6th through 8th graders play. Now again, I told you we added next week's games as well. So you can see those on the following days. But yeah, just understand that you guys should sign up for those games. I only listed the first couple of games, and then it depends on whether you win or lose. So understand that. Look at the whole enchilada of the event calendar, which is located on our website at the top. If you click right here, go to monthly tournaments. You can click right here on current tournaments, and you can see the entire tournament schedule right there, whether we win or lose, how many points that you score, the first, second, third place teams, whatever the schedule happens to be. All right. As for Broomfield, the Broomfield people, all right, we're doing well in Broomfield, but we got to keep going. All right. I'm going to start heavily recruiting. I'm gonna need you guys' help too. By the end of the month, I'm gonna have you guys sign up for our tryouts to tell me which slots not to give away. So I want you guys to sign up. I'll make it free or cheap, so figure that out. As for the attendance, who's leading the way, we got Teo up there, and then Mason up there, and then Noah up there as well. But here's everybody else. Make sure that you, happy birthday, Mo, coming up here soon. All right, make sure that you guys keep showing up, keep showing out. You want to make sure that you keep pace with everyone throughout the entire year. It's a marathon, it's not a sprint. Okay. Next one for Centennial. I have no news for Centennial, none at all. How about the YouTube page? The YouTube page, we do have a video that's highlights of our Colorado Semi-Pro, but nothing has really changed in that regard. And then our story of the day. Let's watch that real quick. You know what? I'm gonna do the whatchamacallit first. The trivia question first. Here's a trivia question today. Watch it. All right. Trivia question is: besides being a physical educator, a Christian chaplain, a sports coach, and the inventor of the game of basketball, what's another title James Naismith held? He did a lot of things, but what is one other title that he held? All right, so besides being a physical educator, which I think is a PE teacher, a Christian chaplain, which is like a priest or like a minister, and then a sports coach, obvious, and the inventor of the game of basketball, which he did do. What's another job title, basically, that James Naismith held? If you know the answer, put the answer in the answer section. Dang. Yeah. Okay. You know what? I wouldn't even doubt that Kieran didn't know that by heart. Did you already know that, or did you look it up? And if you did look it up, I mean, how'd you look it up so fast? He was a doctor, and his name was actually Dr. James Naismith. So that was like a hint right there. But yeah. That dude did a lot. I mean, I haven't done anything. This guy is like saving lives, making games, Christianing things. Oh my goodness gracious. But yes, he was a doctor. I will add that point to right there to Kieran's score. He's now at 7. Crazy for Shazy. Watch the story of the Daisy.
It's not the will to win that matters. Everyone has that. It's the will to prepare to win that matters. And very few have that. If you're looking to make your mark on this world, that is by far the most effective way to do so.
You know what? Too bad that's not the story of the day. That was the story of the day last week. The story of the day this week is right here. Jeez Louise. There are no just this one time events. Each chance you're faced with adversity, you're teaching yourself this is what we do when faced with a challenge. The hurdles only get bigger, so be willing to go through it now or to forever get further behind. All right, so that's actually a very, very controversial stance. Is what I've learned. Saying that there are no just this one-time events is a very, very it's a big thing that a lot of people don't agree with. All right. So what do you guys think about that? I mean, what I'm trying to say is this. I'm trying to say when that little girl didn't show up for her first game, I told you that was her chance to be the most amazing person in the entire world. And then she didn't do it. So therefore she's not. It's just it. I mean, imagine if she came and I said she's the most amazing person ever. There you go. She did it. She overcame this hurdle. Which maybe some of you guys would have been like, calm down. It was just one game. But look, that one game would have said that she was so bold, that she was this, that she was that. And missing it is the same thing. But some people would argue, they would say, dude, that's not her entire life. And you're right. You're right. It's not your entire life. One moment is not your entire life. But you don't get that moment back. All right. If you're Ray Allen and you're in the corner for that corner three and you airball it, it's not like you're going to be in the finals again and have that exact chance. So people aren't going to just say you're the most clutch guy ever. You get one chance to be that clutch in that moment ever. It is what it is, right? So I like to say you can't, if you don't slide down the slide because you're scared when you're 3, who cares if you slide down the slide when you're 14? Because you're not scared anymore. The whole thing was, can you overcome something when you're afraid? So if your coach benches you, how will you react? If you break your leg, how do you react to that? If everything goes right, were you a jerk? I mean, these things are moments in time that will define you, and every single moment defines you. And in this world where things are on the internet forever, literally they might bring up something that you did when you were 16 years old if you were a jerk to someone. And it was caught on camera, and you're trying to be the Supreme Court justice, and they're gonna be like, nah, look who you are. And you can say, that's who I was. And it's like, no, you are that. That's somewhere inside you. So take every moment. Don't take any moment for granted. All right? You have to understand that these moments do add up. So every moment is your chance to show the world, this is what I will do now. This is what I will do in this moment. This is what I would do if I'm challenged like this versus challenged like that. And that's how I saw things when I was growing up. Whether people could see me or anything, if I got injured, I was like, here's my chance. Here's my chance to work on my left hand to show people what I do when I get injured. If I fell down during a game and it hurt, I was like, here's my chance to show them how I overcome this. Here's my chance to show the world what I do in every single situation. All right, so don't take that stuff for granted. It's enormous. It's enormous. All right, so here you go. Watch it one more time with all that stuff said. Did I erase it? I might have taken it away. It doesn't matter. Oh no, I have it right here. All right, watch it real quick. There are no just this one-time events. Each chance you're faced with adversity, you're teaching yourself this is what we do when faced with a challenge. The hurdles only get bigger, so be willing to go through it now or to forever get further behind. So yeah, that's the last part. The hurdles in life only get bigger. All right, the small things that you're afraid of now will only get bigger. But if you can conquer them right now, they stay the same size. So if you want to be like a 19-year-old who can't even move out of the house, then by all means, be the kid who's afraid to go to preschool. All right, you have to conquer these small things so that in the future they're just as small, and then you can start stepping on them until they're nothing at all. So don't be afraid out there. Go strike at everything that's ever presented to you because you are bigger than it. All right. Anyways, that's my time. I'm out of here. Don't forget that the quote of the day, you guys, is success can't be forced. I mean, unless you force it upon yourself. All right. So go ahead and do that. I'll talk to y'all later, man. Peace.